Backyard Boogie. I am the High Priestess Phoenix, spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, witch, and messenger of God. Headphones. I was like, I hear. So you're gonna hang out with me until you hear him too. Okay? Why? Because you never listen to God. Never listen to God. Who's God? It's all wonders. It's like, oh, that was wonderful. What were you? What happened? God is miracles. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I really hope that sometimes he only speaks for me. Here he comes. What is the voice in the clouds? God. What makes that noise? God. What makes the rain? God. What makes a tornado, a hurricane? All of that, God. How can you not see that that's just who he is? These are, they call natural disasters, elements of destruction. With no, science can prove so much, but at what point are you going to finally realize that's God? God does such things. Is it the devil? Is it the devil that did Hurricane Katrina? Or was that God? Truthfully, who did that? Who killed all those people? Who washed out their land? Who did all that? Where'd that water come from? God? God in heaven? Or wherever you think he lives? Benevolent was not a word that we used about God until after Jesus. Because it was Jesus that showed us that he was merciful. Before that, he was God. God will get you. That's why I'm like, God will get you. That is the most powerful thing ever said. God will get you. That's the scariest thing you could ever say to somebody. God's going to get you. God is unseen, and he is the creator of all things, but especially destruction. Who ruined your marriage? God. Who took, who took away your favorite, whatever? God. Who took their life? God. Who gave you life? God. Who gave you a job? God. Who took your job? God. Who gave you a dream? God. Who ruined your dream? God. Why don't you let God be God? Just accept that he is all chaotic, but the 4 elements that you need to work on is, he loves me. Some shitty love. Quit loving me so much. He protects me. Thanks. Nobody can come near me. Not nobody. He provides for me. Thanks, God. I really wanted more, but thank you for this, because I didn't have anything. And he gives us a purpose. Get up. Today's the day I've given you. You got shit to do today. Thanks, God. What am I doing today? He gives us a reason to live. We just don't know it's him making us, that it's him giving it to us. But in the back of your head, when you don't have those things, you do know that you do, and that there's something out there. You know what I mean? You go without, and then all of a sudden, a miracle happens. You might not believe in God, but you know that you didn't have this thing before, and without the universe providing for it, this was pretty much a miracle. That's God. But you don't understand that even in those hard times, what happened right now? Why have you forsaken me? Where have you gone? Why'd you let them do this to me? I was trying to teach you a lesson. What? Because I love you. Stop loving me. It's God. It's God. It's just God. Most of my job really is to help you understand him. That he is everything. And yet, you can't see him. You just know. You just know. But your knowing needs to know, you need to know more about him. You have to have a better knowing about this, that it's all him. The good, the bad, and the ugly. When it gets bad and it gets ugly, it's because he's teaching you a lesson. That's just it. He's your father. He's going to teach you lessons, bro. That's why it was so important to know the goddess. So you could have more of a nurturing way to learning these lessons. So it didn't have to come through dad. You could have a nurturing way about it. But as you learn from me, all of my goddess forms is we were still stiff. We support our father. You know what I mean? What did God say? Well, then that's what he said. I know he's mean. I love you too. He's just as mean to me, but we got to do what he says. And that's what I mean. You know, I'm here to support him as he kicks all our asses. And I stand up for you. Why do you do us like? Why do you do the kids like that? They're gonna learn. They're gonna learn. And that's all he's trying to do is teach us through experience. Through experience. You can't. You hear him over there rumbling? He's just rumbling. You hear it? What is that? Can science tell me what that is? They can make up an assumption, a prediction, a hypothesis. You know what I mean? But ultimately, who's doing this? God. He's doing everything. He created everything. And everything that he created, he put into you so that you could be part of everything. But yet, he sets us so far apart from each other. Why? Because the further we are away from them, the closer we are to him. It's his idea. It works sometimes for people like me. When you're just, all right, I guess it's just me and you again. It's you again. Man, I wish I had someone else to look at but you. Again, I've been looking at him since the beginning of my birth. That's all I've had is my eyes on God. Well, not really. I mean, I had an attitude with him since forever, but all he's had is his eyes on me and you. He's watching everything. He's taking care of everybody. Nobody's left out. And he works it all together in this great, situationship that we cross paths and everything works together. The planets, the stars, everything. All for our own development. Arrested development is what I heard. I feel like I'm under arrest here. What are you What am I transforming into? What are you making me? What do you want me to be? What do you want from me, God? I gotta love him. You got to, because it's like, what else choice do you have? You can hate him all you want. It doesn't matter. He ain't going nowhere. You don't give a shit if you hate him or not. He still loves you. Oh, you got an attitude? I still love you. I still love you. I don't care. Say whatever you want. I love you. Fuck you, God. I still love you. Fuck you, God. Stop loving me. That's how people feel about me. Fuck you, Phoenix. Stop loving me. I'm just a goddess. That's what I do. I'm gonna love you. I don't care. Oh, you said something? Oh, you want to hurt my feelings? I'll hurt your feelings too. And then I'll love you after. So, and, who was I taught by? Our Father, who art in everything. My Father, who fucks up all my life. That's what my favorite saying is. Why does he do that? He's got to fuck it up to make it better. It was my life before, you know what I mean? That's what it means. You're fucking up my life. It's not your life. It's my life. Let's make it better. No, wait, but what about money? What about my life? That was my life. That was my life. I know. Your life sucked. I'm going to make it better. I worked really hard for that life. I know. I watched you. I was right there with you, helping you build all this bullshit. Now clean it. We're going to clean it up. But this was really good. My life. Not anymore. I have a better life for you. Get a life, God. Fuck. Then I love those things. They're mad because you have a direct line to Creator. You really want to get lined up? Come here. Let me line you up with this guy. Let me line your pins. Let me align your chakras so you can feel the greatness of God in your life. You fake-ass spiritualists. What do you feel? I feel an ass whooping coming on. Might just be me because I'm the Lilith and that's what I got coming. You're going to learn today, little girl. Fuck off. What do you got to teach me? What are we learning today, God? And he gave me a witch laugh. I love it. Asshole. I'm done all over the top. Did I have this laugh my whole life? It was always hidden inside of me, right? maybe. Only when it came out, when you got me real happy. So I guess maybe nobody really knew it was in there. I'm a happy little witch. You can tell by my laugh. Fuck God. Did I really say I wanted to be a witch? Yeah, you watched all that shit your whole life. Oh shit, I really did. I really thought it was fucking awesome. I didn't really believe in aliens. I know, we'll make you a believer. Since I don't believe this. Believe that thing they put in your back. Oh my God. Can you see it? Is it real? Somebody come check this out. Is it real? I feel it. They showed me it. Who did that? The aliens? God wasn't there watching them? Hey, go ahead and pick her up now. You can pick her up. Make sure Kobe's there so she recognizes somebody. Yeah, dude, God was there. He was there all the time. He's always there. What are you doing, God? What are you doing? Oh, I thought I was doing nothing by myself and nobody cared what I was doing. Oh, there he goes again. Yeah. And here comes his locusts. He created them too. They're a blessing or they're a curse, just like me. Just like you. You could be a benevolent God or a bad God. See that? That was God. That's it. He speaks through everything. It's like, shut up, God. Leave me alone. That's what makes me a light worker. Do you catch the light codes? You mean God talking all day? Yeah, I hear him. Are you listening? Not usually. I hear him, but I ain't listening. Just kidding. I've become an avid listener. That's like, you're a truth seeker. No, he's just yelling truth at me all day, and I have no... It's not a hide-and-seek situation. I'm hiding from it, but it keeps seeking me out. How did you know? I didn't know. I tell everybody that. You know what God made me just look at? God just told me. He told on you. He's telling on you again. He told me to come talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. What have you been doing? God sees you. Why do I have to see this? Why? You're like, she's in our end. No, I fucking not. The fuck I am. I am not fucking, I don't fuck with you. Why? Please don't make me. If I can't help you, I don't want to be around you. If you're not going to take this serious and you let me help you, then get away from me. That's how I feel. I feel like this is a waste of my space. You're taking up too much of my energy with this bullshit. That's how I feel about it. I get irritated every time he makes me look at somebody. Because really, you're not nothing to look at. You're not giving me any good vibes. Well, Royce has lately. But that's after we got into a fight too. I had to get into a big-ass fight about Royce getting out of that fight-ass fucking mentality. You want to be in a fight mentality? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. We got into a big old fight about it. And now, I had to, whatever. But ultimately, no, I don't get on the internet and be like, oh, I love this. Oh, I hate your ass. You get on my nerves. You're the same old hoe as yesterday. Ugh, you ain't talking shit. Quit talking. Shut your fucking mouth. Quit posting shit. Like, get off my page. I didn't want to even come over here and feel this way. I don't even want to look at you because you make me feel this way. God's just like, go look. That's it. And when he tells me, I think it's gonna be something good. No, it's not with Russ. Like, oh God, here we go. Here he comes again. But everyone else, I'm somewhat hopeful. Let's go see what's going on. It's not going on. Let me go back to where I came from. Why did I go out there? Why did I even open the internet? Oh God, the world out there is horrible. I'm going to the woods. Anyways, yeah. And then, Frankie pissed me off. She's like, they're trying to give you a love reading, but I don't want to. That's not important. This is the important stuff. I'm like, she keeps trying to get an answer that God's not giving her. No, I can get it in these cards. It's somewhere in here. Get away from me. I want this, not this. I want this. If you don't fucking read those cards, you asshole. He gave you what she's like, I don't know what this means. I'll tell you what it means. I'm stressed out because I ain't got no money and I'm supposed to go run away to the woods. And I'm supposed to trust God. Move on to the love. He said it's all good. Didn't you hear it? You said it 7 times. It's going to be all good. You don't need to worry. You don't need to worry. That's the message. You don't need to worry. That's God. That's all he tells you all day. Don't worry. I know what you're going through. Don't worry. That's what the confirmation is. That's what the card readings are. This is just a confirmation to what you should already been going through or know. Yeah, you're talking my shit. What about this shit about the love? I don't want to know. Maybe I did. He's trying to tell us something and you're not listening. And that's why I got mad at her. Why are you reading the cards if you're not reading the cards? He's giving you the message. Stop. What did that card say? Turn the page. Go back. Asshole. You asshole. I don't care about the living situation. He said it's going to be good. He told you I'm stressing out about money. I am. It's going to cost me this much for this and this much for this and this much. Renovation. I'm building a house. Build a bitch. Move on. He said it's going to be good. What's he got to tell me about my love? In the essence, what's he going to tell me? Fucking nothing that my own cards don't tell me. But the point of the story is, you don't get to decide what comes out in the cards. You don't get to look for what you want in it. You give the message and get the fuck out of there. I don't get to tell you, God made me to come and tell you some shit. I don't even want to tell you no shit, but I'm going to have to tell you this shit because God says so. And that's what it means to be a messenger of God, to be a messenger of the divine, to be, and that's why I said, where's your intuition? No, she was using her mind. She wanted what she wanted out of her head. Just went with the flow. She wanted, and she does that a lot. She doesn't see her answer. She keeps just flipping through the pages to find the answer she's looking for. She'll do that a lot. She'll drop 5, 10, 15 cards and not tell you what she saw. Hold on. What are they saying? What you're looking for something. They said it. Say what you're seeing and put it together. It's called visionary. You put the pictures together and you make a sentence. Piss me off. Sorry, it did. But then I saw Draco. Draco was having an ego death on the camera, and that made me feel much better. Like, there is real people out here really feeling some shit. It's like, oh, I feel it. It's like, dude, I know. I didn't feel like that today. They fucked me up, too. Fuck it up. Meanwhile, she's trying to figure out what we're doing with our house renovate. Are you renovating? Is this message for you? You want to know about your renovations? Why? Because you're not in love? You don't love nobody? People that are outside of love are the ones that are looking at it the hardest. I'm just saying, all these people that don't have love are the ones that are chasing it the hardest. It's like that reject love. Not don't have it. The people that reject love are the most, you know what I mean? The haters. The haters on love want to watch the love stories the most. Like, let's go watch Bridget Jones, and let's go watch love stories, and let's go watch Eminem's video. Eminem. Hey, I love you. Not like that. But anyways, going back to it. Hey, God. Again, God. God is all things. Why am I here? God. Why are you here? God. What is he doing with you? Oh, God, I don't know. Listen. Just trying to tell you. You're not listening. That's kind of the point of that. Pretty much the only point of it is, he's talking to us all day. He's telling us shit we don't want to hear, but you need to start listening to it. Hear him? Do you hear it's a vibration? Thunder is a vibration. You can feel it. You feel thunder. You think you hear it, but you feel it. You think you see lightning, but you feel it. Because when you see it, you feel fear, or you feel something when you see that flash of lightning. You know what I mean? The rain, you think you smell it, but you feel it. When it goes into your nose, you have a feeling. You need to sense, get back to your senses. Get back to, the basics. That's just it. When you hear the siren, you feel it. I can hear that, but what does it make me feel? I feel worried because somebody needs help. I feel somebody's in danger, so it could be fear even if understand your feelings is everything. It's what your mind says. Feel your way through it. And again, it's a bunch of just nonsense at first. You take all the pictures and you make a sentence out of it. And I have the beginning of my story, I was just chasing fucking farts in the wind. I got a feeling. I got a gut feeling. Something's pulling me. Something's telling me. At first, it's outside of you, and then you realize that the feeling is inside, but something outside has triggered this inside feeling to make you act. So then you start to learn that. You know what I mean? How do I feel when I look at stuff? What does it make me want to act? I'm going to act a fool. You know what I mean? So, and at this moment, he's blowing all this beautiful, fresh air. God, it feels so good. Thank you. That's God. That fresh air on you. What is that that's touching you? That feels good. That's God. What is it about snowflakes and the stars that feels good? What is it about the beach? It's God. Being at the beach isn't great. It's the feeling it gives you. If you could put your mind there, then you could put the feeling inside of you. I'll teach you how to astral travel and how to, you know what I mean? Go with those feelings to places where you don't have to go to bad places with bad feelings. I'll teach you how to do all that later, but right now just feel what it feels like to be you. Feel what it feels like. It's all about your feelings. That's it. If you want to hear him, you got to feel it, because that's what it is. I see something and then I can feel the voice inside of me telling me, you know, I feel this, and it comes with a voice. And that's going back to, you know, everyone will tell you, what is an intuitive? It's somebody that feels. You know what I mean? What is a psychic? Someone that feels, that can see and, you know what I mean, interpret all of these things. So, again, I just wanted, again, he was being loud, and so I wanted you to hear him, but obviously you couldn't hear him through there, so he spoke through me, and, you know, we worked together in this. And he speaks through you and to you and for you. When you're not around and people are talking about you, he'll put a voice in their head to tell them to shut the fuck up. They shouldn't be saying that. He'll make them feel guilty. He'll make them feel their words. You know what I mean? He speaks for you. He speaks up for you. He puts your name into people's minds. You know, he puts you in conversations that you never were part of, too. I heard about you. I've thought about somebody like you. I've seen something like this. Yeah, God prepared you for me. You know what I mean? He's putting you in places that you're not even there. He's putting the thought of you and the feeling of you in people's hearts so that when they meet you, they know you. They feel you. You know? And that's just it. That's what he does. You know what I mean? Like when I'm sitting here, he puts that feeling of my twin flames in me. I'm thinking about you. I feel you. And then I begin to think about you. He put that feeling in my heart. You know? And the anger feeling, that too, I tell you, take this away, God. Take this rage, take this pain, take all this away. No, it's my gift to you. Ugh! You Indian giver, take it back. It's our gift. The ability to feel. And again, that was a gift I denied myself. I was unfeeling. I didn't feel for myself, and I didn't feel shit for others. I mean, I did. I felt bad for people. I had a big heart. I could cry real easy if I saw something. But I really wouldn't. I'd rage about it. I wouldn't really cry about it. I'd fight for it. I'd fight for it instead of cry about it. You know? So, I just wanted to share that with you. He's been real busy. Again, go check out my community page. We have a new friend. I just looked up and there was a baby raccoon walking through the yard. And I made a noise, and then it went over to the oak tree where I make all my offerings, and it was like looking for food. And I got close. It couldn't run from me, and it was scared a little. So I came in and I grabbed a piece of pizza and I put it down there and I showed the kids, and it kind of climbed up the tree, but it wasn't fast. It's a baby. And just held on the tree and looked at me like, "Are you going to hurt me?" I'm like, "I'm not going to hurt you." And I left the pizza and it came down and started munching on pizza, and everybody got excited of a new friend, and he ate and he went and crawled up the tree. And that's what I said is, you know, he's not going to fear us if we, you know, as a baby, and he'll fear us if we do something to it. But if we're just being nice and kind and feeding it, then he has nothing to fear. He has no reason to run away and go find food if he's got food. So he ate and he drank and he climbed the tree, and he'll stay home here. Why find a new home if you have a safe home? So that was cool. And then after that, we found some feathers. It started raining in the middle of the daylight. Got a bunch of messages from God, and I shared all of that in my message, or in my community page. That's what I mean. He talked. He brought a little friend. And not just a friend for me, but a friend for Mr. Plum. He was so excited to have a new little animal out in the yard. And he was, again, just a little baby. He wasn't running from us. He was too tiny. And, you know, so he brings a little animal, and it's like, okay, what are you trying to tell me with this guy? Well, obviously I need to take care of him. He's a baby. He needs somebody to help him. So I took care of him, and then later it's like, okay, what was the message? And I looked up what the raccoons meant. And then while we were out there, I found 2 feathers. One not very recognizable, that much that of a dove. And then the other one was the cardinal feather. And so I shared that. This is what God was telling me why I sat here. This is what he sent me. These are the messages that God was trying to get to me by just the outside world. Now, mind you, if I lived in the city and I was more, I'd be sending different messages, but I don't leave the garden. So he sends the messages to the garden for me. But he's always talking. Always. Never not. You're never alone. So all of that happened, and then he started to rumble in the clouds, and I wanted you to hear him. It's like, hey, there he goes again. There's many ways to hear God, but a lot of them are, you have to listen. You have to pay attention. You got to find out what he's trying to tell you. And that's why scripture, they just spend a lot of time trying to figure out what was he trying to get across to us? What was Jesus saying? What were these messages trying to tell us? That's why they study hieroglyphics. That's why they study the Aztec calendar, and they study what were the ancients trying to tell us. They put messages here for us to read. What were they telling us? And that's what I tell you. And that goes back to, I shared the Pocahontas. It cut off. It cut off twice. I'm going to let this go because it doesn't want me to talk about the oneness. But go check out my community page, please, and thank you. And I feel a reading coming on tonight, a light reading. I think we're going to go talk about we're going into the Palladians. I feel a light reading coming on. We're in the light. So I'll see you in an hour or two, and we'll do some more. I'll bring you some messages from another one of God's creations, which is what? Aliens. Beings that live beyond the Palladian stars. I know. I know. Again, he created them too. And you can't deny that they're out there. You just want to know what they're out to do, and you're afraid of them. Just like that raccoon was afraid of me. They're not here to hurt us. They're here to help us. They're here to understand us. But we're not the same. They only come to those that won't hurt them. Many people have seen them. And that's just it. You ever seen an eagle? You ever walked up on a hawk? I got all the videos of this. Why? Because I'm not going to hurt them, and I'm not afraid that they're going to hurt me. I know that God created us and he brought us together. It's a oneness. Hey, I'll catch you in a little while. Laters, haters.